we've played in much bigger games than this. All right, we've prepared for much better opponents than this. All right, so let's go out and take care of business. Show the East what the West is all about.
Yeah.
All right, and show the West that the time of the Bliss is now.
Yeah.
All right, 2 in a row, repeat.
Yeah.
All right,
Repeat.
let's go take care of business.
We are the best team in this league. And we're going to show it today by ground and pound and beating them into submission. They say, help me up. I say, hell no. Put your foot on their throat and don't take it off, even if they turn purple. Today is our day. Today is our day of reign of terror on this league. This is a dream that you've been waiting for.
You are looking at Los Angeles, California, the site of the 2014 Legends Cup. Hello again, fans. We are inside a rockin' Citizens Business Bank Arena. I'm your host, Chet Buchanan, alongside my partner, the coach, Bobby Hugo. And Coach, this is one of the biggest stages in football. Over 70 countries watching around the world. The bright lights and the pressure of the Legends Cup. How does this moment affect these two teams, and specifically this very young Atlanta Steam roster?
Well, Chicago's been here before. They're the defending champions. Atlanta's young. They have never been here. They're led by their young gun, Dakota Hughes. She is in the spotlight tonight. It's going to be interesting how she handles that spotlight. If I was Atlanta, I'd start off getting it to their star running back, Naz Johnson. She's great in open space.
Defensively, Atlanta has just gotten better as the season has gone along, and especially getting great at the right time. Eastern Conference Championship a couple of weeks ago, they just shut down that Jacksonville offense.
I love this Atlanta defense. The O has gotten a pub all year long, but they have some star players to watch out for, starting with cornerback Alfie Gore. She's one of the best tacklers in the league. And then Jenny Mack. She also a great tackler, defensive end, can get after the quarterback. And then one of my favorites in the middle linebacker, the Bulldog, Leanne Harden. Watch out for her.
For Chicago, the formula has been simple all year long. Get the ball in the hands of the Ferrari Crisdell Harris as often and any way that you possibly can, whether it's straight ahead run plays, whether it's quick bubble screens to get her out into space. She is tough to defend. She's got speed, she's got quickness, she's got cutting ability, and what a lot of people don't give her credit for, she's got power. Now, like any good championship team, especially one that's on the verge of back-to-back championships like Chicago is tonight, you've got to have role players, right, Coach?
They have solid players around their star players, and it starts in the middle. Their center, Holly Gister, the second-year free agent from Green Bay. Watch out for Jessica Price. She started out real slow, came on strong toward the middle of the season. And Kim Perez, she gets little press, but one of the top corners in the LFL. And your favorite at wide receiver, Allie Alberts, possibly the best playmaker in the LFL.
I think we've got all the X's and O's covered. Let's go decide who's going to win a championship, huh? Let's lace them up. Let's go to war. The 2014 Legends Cup USA. Your kickoff is next. Los Angeles, California, the 2014 Legends Cup. Atlanta will get the ball first as Jessica Price will kick off for the Chicago Bliss. Who you got in this one, Coach?
Chet, Atlanta is 20-point underdogs. I hope Chicago's not overconfident.
Coach Hack is not going to let a Chicago Bliss team come in overconfident. I can't imagine that. The 2014 Legends Cup, it is on! Dee Salter back for Atlanta. Ball gets away from her. That hit the wall. It'll be out of bounds. The crowd gets excited. Chicago falls on it. They think it's going to be a touchdown. That's going to come out to the 15 with a touchback.
Yes, when the ball hits the wall inside the 15-yard line, it's dead. It looks like a touchdown, Chicago, but it will be Atlanta's ball.
Lindsay Mikulecki, you see there on your screen, she's the one who fell on it. She's all pumped up. The bad news is going to come momentarily from our head referee. His name is Jeff Davis.
The result of the play is the kickoff went out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It will be spotted at the 15-yard line. First down, Atlanta. There's no touchdown on the play.
Jeff Davis, one of the top zebras in the LFL, is right on. Dakota Hughes, 17 out of 39, 221, 4 touchdowns, a rating of 64, but she has become the cardiac kid, winning ball games late for Atlanta.
I don't care how cool you've been all year long. She's got to be nervous coming into this game as a 19-year-old, playing for a championship as a rookie. Let's see what she does here. 1st and 10 from her own 15. Handoff to Mia Alfonso. She'll get a couple. Call it a gain of 3 out to the 18-yard line. Kim Perez was there for the Chicago defense.
As we talked about in the pregame, Atlanta starting out on the ground. They're giving it to the pride of Stone Mountain, Georgia, Mia Alfonso. We thought Nas Johnson would get early, but the Alfonso in the back of that set.
Heather Furr and the Chicago defense await this 2nd and 7. Alfonso again. She'll get a couple of yards, and then she's hit hard by Nekanawani. Just across the 20-yard line, they'll give her out to the 22. Now let's meet the Atlanta Steam offense.
Keon Harrison, your center. Ashley Pope, tight end. Stormy Monroe, tight end. Nas Johnson, running back. Jody Nettles, wide receiver. Coco Montgomery, wide receiver. Dakota Hughes, quarterback.
The key to this offense is Dakota Hughes, the rookie sensation for Atlanta, starting out slow right now.
Ashley Pope drops what would have definitely been a 1st down. It'll bring up a 4th and 3 for Atlanta. Now let's meet the Chicago defense.
Chantel Taylor, defensive end. Incredible Yashi, DN. Heather Furr, safety. Dominique Collins, defensive back. Kim Perez, cornerback. Ali Alberts, safety. Gina Fagiano, linebacker.
Big play here, Chet, early in the game.
On both sides of the ball, the rookie Dakota Hughes, her 4th down pass is incomplete, intended for Jody Nettles.
It was a back shoulder pass. Jody Nettles didn't break out of it quick enough. Good pass by Dakota.
Regardless, Heather Rockstar Furr and the Chicago Bliss offense come onto the field.
Heather Furr, she's having a solid year as a quarterback, running the football and passing the football. Her stats are solid. 20 out of 31, 7 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. I'm going to tell you what, people say she can't throw the football, but those stats are outstanding.
On 1st down for Chicago, the pitch to the Ferrari. Chrisdell Harris, a big run, bowling over tacklers on 1st down, an 11-yard gain.
There's a reason Chrisdell Harris won the Offensive Player of the Year award last night. Look at that, 8.7 yards a carry. Coach Hack said he's going to give her the ball as much as possible tonight because he does not need a passing game with her running the ball like that.
And a 1st down at the Atlanta Steam 11. Chicago driving early in this 2014 Legends Cup. They faked Chrisdell, they faked the reverse. Heather Furr picked off! Heading the other way! That's Coco Montgomery all the way down inside the 5-yard line. Wow, what a turn of events early in the Legends Cup.
Coco Montgomery, 13 tackles this season, and there couldn't have been a bigger play for her this season than that interception. Atlanta blitzed forward and came after Furr. Her back was to the receiver. She just flinged it out there. Coco Montgomery cuts right in front of the receiver. Looks like she's going to go coast to coast. A touchdown-saving tackle by Nekanawani.
Atlanta is in business, 1st and goal at the Chicago 3. What a huge mistake by Heather Furr.
Just what Chicago did not want. I'm really surprised that Coach Hack put the ball in the air this early in the game.
They'll run it on 1st down. That's Mia Alfonso again. Nas Johnson is Atlanta's primary runner, but early on, a lot of Mia Alfonso.
Really surprised. Alfonso's a solid athlete, but you're right, Nas Johnson's the star. Great play breaking through the line of scrimmage. This defensive front of Chicago, there's none better in the LFL.
Kim Perez and Chantel Taylor made the stop, a loss of 1. 2nd and goal from the 4. Dakota Hughes in the Atlanta offense trying to go on top first, trying to go on top early in the Legends Cup. This time it's Nas Johnson. She's bottled up. That Chicago defense is tough. Yashi Rice got there first for the Bliss.
I'm really surprised they're trying to run right at Chicago's strength, Yashi Rice and Chantel Taylor. Nas Johnson, there's nothing there. Somehow Atlanta's got to get points out of this drive. You get a turnover like that early in the game against defending champs. You got to produce points, Chet.
Atlanta has lost a yard on each of the first 2 downs. Now it is 3rd and goal from the 5. Hughes will throw to the end zone. Knocked away. Pass was intended for Jody Nettles. Dominique Collins makes the big touchdown-saving play.
Jody Nettles was there for a second, but Dominique Collins closed real quick and knocked it away. Great play by Collins. With this star-studded lineup, she doesn't get a lot of pub, but she's having a great year. 21 tackles, 11 assists. You saw the way she can close on a football right there. Great pass diagnosis by Collins.
And another critical 4th down for Atlanta. This time a 4th and goal at the Chicago 5. Empty backfield, Hughes throwing to the end zone for Coco Montgomery, and a flag comes in late. Dominique Collins is going to be flagged for pass interference. Coco Montgomery, the intended receiver, and Chicago makes another huge mistake.
Pass interference, defense, number 12. Half the distance to goal. 1st down.
On that coverage, Keith Hack not happy. On that coverage, Dina Fagiano supposed to funnel Coco into the middle like that, which she did, but Dominique Collins jumped on her too quick before the ball got there. Obvious call, not a great play by Collins.
Atlanta gets another 1st and goal, this time from the Chicago 2. Naz Johnson stopped at the line of scrimmage. There quickly, Chantel Taylor makes the play. They're gonna give her a loss of 2, backing up again that Atlanta offense.
I can't believe they keep running at the defensive end. Chantel Taylor is probably the premier defensive egg in the league. She plays nasty. She plays nasty through the ball.
But you know that the Chicago defense is quick to the outside. So do you try the sweep? Because they've tried running it up the middle. They've tried to throw.
You have to try play action. They're getting nowhere on the ground against this defensive front.
2nd and goal, stretch play. Naz Johnson stopped again. Dominique Collins this time. She got back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
6 plays in a row, they got nothing. Yashi Wright is talking trash.
Score! Y'all gonna score what? Y'all gonna score what?
She talks, but she can back it up. I can't believe Atlanta's not trying to throw the ball. That's their strength, not running the ball.
What will they try to do here on 3rd and goal? They're at the Chicago 4-yard line. 1st quarter here, under 2 minutes to play in the 1st quarter of the Legends Cup. Dakota Hughes looking to throw, flushed out, she'll run now. Might have gotten a yard, she slammed hard into the boards. Nekanawani making the big hit.
Great block destruction by that Chicago front. It made Dakota Hughes run outside for a second. Looked like she had the outside edge, but they closed quick and she got nothing.
4th down again. They've had the ball 3 times. They've had to go to 4th down all 3 times. 4th and goal at the Chicago 4 for Dakota Hughes and the Atlanta Steam offense. Play action, pressure. Almost intercepted by Nekanawani. She would have run a long way, but regardless, the Chicago defense holds Atlanta. 8 plays with goal to go, and Chicago holds them out.
Chet, that's twice in a row. Last week against Los Angeles, they had a 1st and goal, and they couldn't get it in 4th down. Here's Atlanta, a big interception by Coco Montgomery, almost got 6 points. They get a penalty. They have the ball for 8 downs, and they cannot get it again and again against the stout defense. Unbelievable.
A huge turn of events early in the 2014 Legends Cup. Now let's see what the Chicago offense can do. Pitch to the Ferrari. Harris hit behind the line of scrimmage. She'll still scratch out some yards. They'll give her to the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on 1st down. Now let's meet the Chicago offense.
Kelly Jiskra, center. Nekawani, tight end.
Dina Fagiano, tight end.
Jess Price, wide receiver. Ali Alberts, wide receiver.
Ferrari Harris, the running back.
Heather Furr, the quarterback.
Coach Hack said he's going to give it to Ferrari all night long.
Ball is on the ground. The pitch was supposed to be to Chrisdell Harris. Furr tossed it behind her. She'll fall on it. Boy, narrowly averting a 3rd disastrous mistake.
Heads up play by Furr, but this would happen early in the year with Chicago. They had silly mistakes, fumbling the ball, bad pitches like that, And that's why they always have a tendency to keep games tight when they shouldn't be. Right now, Atlanta's got the ball more than they have, and Chicago's making mistakes.
I've got to believe in a certain way that the Chicago Bliss are more than happy to have this first quarter over with. Go back, regroup, they'll have the ball to start the second quarter. We're scoreless in the 2014 Legends Cup. Ready for the second quarter in Los Angeles, California. It's Chet Buchanan, Bobby Hugo, our entire hard-working LFL Films crew. The 2014 Legends Cup scoreless. Chicago will have the ball to start the second quarter. Coach Keith Hack of the Chicago Bliss, he's always fun to have mic'd up.
It went out at the 5-yard line. It went out at the 5-yard line. No, it's not. No, it's not. Oh, these fucking idiots. That was my fault. I shouldn't have called that. That was my fault. If you get, I'm telling you, if you get a first down, 21 guys, it's gonna be a touchdown. Because if you blow that hole open, it's you on a safety, one-on-one. Let's just take care of business. We'll be fine. Just take care of business. I went this. I didn't do this.
Yeah, but you're all freezing with your fingers all over your face. Nothing's done.
All right. We're fine. It's going to be 21-0 at halftime. They can't move the ball. They can't move the ball. They had 12 fucking plays and haven't got a first down.
You gotta love Coach Keith Hack, one of the biggest personalities the LFL has ever seen. He knows his football as well as anybody. But how about his stat right there? 12 plays without a first down. Atlanta's got the chances, they're just not producing.
And how did you like the exchange between Coach Hack and his quarterback? Call the play, your hands are all over the place.
I'm on her side on that one. He is all over his face.
On 3rd and 10, the Ferrari, Chrisdell Harris out past the 10-yard line. Does she have enough for a first down? No, they're only gonna give her a gain of 8.
I love to watch her run the football. Watch her, once she gets through that line, she has that second burst for an extra 4 yards. One of the best ever in the LFL.
Charlene Fuller was the one who made the tackle. I think they hit knees. We'll check the replay when we come back. Scoreless in the 2014 Legends Cup and a 4th down coming up. It's a gorgeous night in Los Angeles as we take a sped-up view of Santa Monica Boulevard. 4th down and 2 yards to go for the Chicago Bliss offense. They need to convert here early in the Legends Cup.
Chet, can you believe it? We're well into the second period, and there's no score. Atlanta, 20-point underdogs. They're giving a run for the money to Chicago.
No question about it. The Bliss need to convert this 4th and 2. They do not want to give the ball back to Atlanta deep in their own territory. You can only avoid trouble for so long. The Ferrari, Chrisdell Harris says, don't worry about it. On 4th and 2, she'll gain 10 yards out to the 22-yard line. First down, Chicago.
I love to watch Chrisdell Harris run the football. For all you young running backs up there, watch her forward lean. That forward lean, she gets behind her pads and it gives her extra yardage. I love that.
It allows her to have that power that we talked about in pregame to go along with the speed and quickness.
Absolutely.
First down from the 22. Chicago runs the option. Heather Furr keeps it. She gains a couple of yards. They'll mark her down at the 23-yard line after a 5-yard gain.
That's Heather Furr's favorite play, the straight option down the line. Looks like Shar Fuller, that knee that she needed knee with Chrisdell Harris. I've never seen a coach lift up a player, especially while the player's knee is hurt. I don't know if that was a good move or not.
Hopefully she'll be okay and be able to return to action. You never want to go out with an injury in the championship game. 2nd and 5 for Chicago. They've crossed midfield into Atlanta territory at the 23. Option right this time. Pitch to Ferrari this time. Chrisdell Harris inside the 10, down toward the 5-yard line. A huge 18-yard gain. First and goal for the Chicago Bliss.
Great execution by Furr. You attack the end man on the line. The cornerback came up toward first. He pitches to Harris. She gets big yardage. Great execution by Chicago.
First and goal at the Atlanta 5-yard line. Chicago hoping to break the scoreless tie, and they will right there. The Ferrari, Chrisdell Harris, 5 yards to the house. First blood for the Chicago Bliss in the Legends Cup.
Great stalk block by the wide receiver, Allie Alberts on Keon Harrison. Knocked her totally out of the play.
Personal foul for 11 on the defense. He's over the play as a touchdown, half the distance on the PAT.
And Key Harrison frustrated after the play because she was blocked so well.
Walked into the end zone. The corner's got to come up hard. Harrison did not do that. She got totally blocked out of the play by Allie Alberts. And instead of just letting it go, she came back and threw a punch, which you can't do in a championship game. Of course, they declined that penalty touchdown for Chicago.
The Bliss will go for a 2-point conversion here to try and make the score 8-0. They'll give the ball to Harris again, and she'll get to the end zone again. 2-point conversion is good. 8-0 Chicago.
That offensive line, Holly Gistra, Nneka Nwani, and Dina Fagiano, they're just blowing away the Atlanta defensive front. Nobody touched Chrisdell Harris before she got in the end zone.
Dakota Hughes comes back out on the field to try and lead her offense to some points. We asked her before the game, is she nervous?
This is the biggest game I've ever played in my life. I am nervous, but as soon as I step onto that field and complete my first pass, it's just going to be another football game.
Well, she's shown it all year long. We thought she'd be nervous in her first game. All year long, she makes big play after big play. She's showing no nerves tonight. She's not hot right now, but she's definitely not nervous.
On first down, Atlanta runs option right of their own. About a yard on that play. What are all the Chicago players doing in the Atlanta huddle?
That is great scouting by Coach Keith Hack. Atlanta's one of the only teams in the LFL that doesn't signal plays in. They verbally give it to the quarterback, so Chicago's listening for the play. I love it.
Yeah, Coach Hack said go over there. There's nothing in the rules that says that you can't do that. That is fantastic.
I just can't believe Atlanta doesn't have any hand signals to get the play in.
So now on 2nd and 9, Hughes had the ball batted back in her face and almost intercepted. What a great play by Yashi Rice.
You have to get the defensive end's hands down. She was wide open in the flat. They had a trips right set. The tight end came out wide open, but Yashi Rice makes a great play to knock the ball down.
Kim Perez almost came up with it and ran that ball into the end zone, but what a great play again by Yashi Rice. 3rd and 9 for Atlanta as they hustle to the line. Hughes to throw again, looking deep this time. That ball should have been intercepted.
I don't mind that call at all. The running game has done nothing. You have a receiver as talented as Jody Nettles going one-on-one with Heather Furr, known to be a quarterback, not a one-on-one defender, and you got a shot. She just overthrew the pass.
And with 4th down coming up, look at the Chicago defense once again trying to disrupt the play coming in to Dakota Hughes. And I'm sorry, Dane Robinson, there's nothing you can do about it. This is gamesmanship at its finest.
I've never seen that, but you gotta hand it to the Chicago coaching staff for being able to do that.
Why does she even have a wristband then if they don't have hand signals? I don't understand.
They probably just have numbers on it, like number 5, and then she'll call the play.
They have the play now on another 4th down for Atlanta. Hughes to throw, quick pass out, it's complete. Coco Montgomery out across midfield. That'll be a 9-yard gain and enough for a 1st down. Finally, Atlanta gets their first 1st down.
And they went to Coco Montgomery, a veteran player here in Atlanta. After all the problems they had last year, Dane Robinson got this team together. He made all their weaknesses into strong points this year. You got to hand it to this coach.
Maybe this will help with the Chicago defenders going over trying to disrupt the play coming in. Maybe that'll help the Atlanta offense focus a little bit. Hughes to throw on 1st down, over the middle, complete to Stormy Monroe, down towards the 15-yard line. Now we're seeing some continuity out of the Steam offense.
Stormy Monroe, when she does that hook like that, she has a great catch radius. It makes an easy target for Dakota Hughes to get the ball to her.
As we reach the 2-minute warning of the first half, 2 1st downs in a row for Atlanta. Maybe their offense is going to start clicking. They're only down 8. Again, 2 minutes left to go in the first half of the 2014 Legends Cup. Chicago up 8, but Atlanta driving. It's been a fantastic week in Southern California for Legends Cup. Inside 2 minutes left to go in the first half. An 8-0 lead for Chicago. Atlanta has a 1st and 10 at the Chicago 15, hoping to tie it up before halftime. Naz Johnson alongside Dakota Hughes. She'll throw. Nice block by Johnson. Hughes to the end zone. Stormy Monroe's open, and she drops the ball.
Dirty, 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 you're fucking lucky. We're in two-man. Two. You. She was wide fucking open until the ball got released. Get her. I had a girl over here. I had to go in between. Same thing!
Heather Furr is a leader on defense just as much as she is on offense.
And we learned that Dominique Collins' nickname is Dirty. Hughes to the end zone again. Just out of the reach of her receiver. That was Naz Johnson. Couldn't bring it in.
Allie Albert's great coverage right there, man on man.
The only place that Hughes could put it, unfortunately, was out of bounds. 3rd and 10 now. Atlanta cannot come away empty here. They need points. They've been knocking on the door all night.
This is a championship game, Chet. Stormy Monroe had 6 points in her hands and dropped the football.
3rd and 10 now from the Chicago 15. Really important on a lot of levels. I'll say it again. Atlanta needs points here. Hughes alone in the backfield. Chicago may be offside. Could be a free play. Pass is complete. Inside the 10, down toward the 5-yard line. Naz Johnson. She made the catch. This is going to be offside here, won't it, Coach?
Very dumb penalty by Chicago. A very makeable distance now for Atlanta.
Offsides on a defense, 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
So put the ball on the Chicago 10. They'll make it a 3rd and 5. I'm almost disappointed that the Chicago defense isn't over there with Dakota Hughes on her sideline anymore. I thought that really disrupted Atlanta's flow.
Well, they figured it out. They're just pointing at one number, not a play.
3rd and 5 now. They'll run with Naz Johnson. Down towards the 5-yard line. She'll have a 1st and goal for Atlanta.
Atlanta, they are only 1 score and a 2-point conversion from tying the defending champions. Right now, Chicago does not look like the better team, Chet.
Chrisdell Harris is the better back, but Naz Johnson deserves to at least be mentioned in the same sentence, I think. Naz Johnson has been great all year for Atlanta. Carrying the mail here down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal for Atlanta, down 8 in the Legends Cup.
Keith Hack cannot be happy the way that Bliss has been playing.
Atlanta tries to draw Chicago offside, but I'm not so sure they didn't get themselves to jump. Yeah, Chicago likes this call coming.
False start. Number 1 on the offense. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
For a championship game, it's been a very sloppy first half. About the only thing on point has been Yashi Rice's trash talk game.
Stay down right now. Stay down. Pop that ball out. You ain't good enough. You ain't good enough. You ain't good enough. Y'all gonna score away. Y'all gonna score away. Right. Go back. Learn how to play, bitch. Y'all don't know how to play yet. Y'all not ready for this game. Right here. Nope. 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 We don't have to stay lead.
Yashi Rice talks a lot of trash, but she backs it up, Chet.
Looks like Atlanta will call a timeout on a 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Timeout. Atlanta. That's the last charge timeout of the half.
Heather Furr and Coach Hack right now can't be happy that Atlanta has a chance to tie it up before halftime.
Let's listen in on both benches. First Chicago, then Atlanta.
How did they get outside on that?
Because I was standing there, and then she...
No. How did she get outside on that? The option on that side. That's your contain. How did she get outside? No, you got to force her back inside. All right, force her back inside. We told you, do not let her get outside. All right?
Hey, we have to score here. We have to score. We cannot let them have the ball back, okay? We got to score. We got this. Punch it in. You can do this. Drive. Low. You got it. Hey, block for her. Block for her.
She does not sound like a rookie quarterback, Chet. She's showing how her linemen stay low, block for her running backs. I love this quarterback. She was just named the Rookie of the Year last night.
And she was saying when she was hurt earlier in the year, she spent a lot of time studying Peyton Manning and Drew Brees. Mia Alfonso on the carry on first down, inside the 5-yard line, down to the 4. Nice 5-yard gain to get that penalty yardage back.
Absolutely. Alfonso's a solid running back. The more reps she gets, the luckier she gets. All she needs is time in the backfield. Right now, Naz Johnson has seen a lot of the action, but I like her future. She's got a big upside.
Second and goal at the 4-yard line. Clock not really a factor here as we get down to a minute left in the first half.
You have to let Dakota Hughes throw the football, right? That's how they got here. He's got the gun. She's a gunslinger. Throw it.
Heather first says, yeah, throw it to me. I'm playing safety. I'm ready for you. She will throw. Now she'll pull it down and get sacked. Swarmed under once again by Yashi Rice and Dominique Collins.
That's a coverage sack. Watch Kim Perez, the cornerback. She has the receiver blanketed. There's nowhere to throw the football for Hughes, and she had to take a sack.
While Hughes gets her third down play, let's listen in on Heather Furr.
I want it. Watch what's going on, please. Let's fucking get her, please. Hey, let's get her, please.
I love the way she is so polite to her teammates by saying please all the time. Wow.
F-bomb then please. I like it. Clock running under 10 seconds on 3rd and goal. Hughes wants to throw. Can't find anybody. To the goal line. She reaches.
She looked like she was in. Wait a minute, I think she was in.
They called her down. Clock is stopped. 7.7 seconds left to go in the first half.
Watch her reach the football out, trying to go through the plane. Is she in?
Don't really get to see it from that angle, but it looked like maybe the ball got pulled back just before the goal line.
The bad part is Atlanta does not have any timeouts left to challenge. That's why you got to protect your timeouts. That ball looked like it was a touchdown.
Bad for Atlanta, good for Chicago. Oh no, and they're not paying attention, and they have thrown the challenge flag. They don't have any timeouts.
Wow. Wow, this is unbelievable. Dane Robinson is such a precise coach. That's going to cost him.
Oh, ref, come on, man, that's a penalty. That's a delay of game penalty.
Atlanta,
absolutely right. Coach Hack is absolutely right.
Doesn't have a timeout remaining, so they cannot challenge the last play. Please reset the play clock to 25 seconds. We're going to snap.
That should be a penalty. Coach Hack is right. You can't throw the red flag without having timeouts left and not get penalized. Wow.
For as many 4th downs as Atlanta has had tonight, none bigger than this. 4th and goal. Naz Johnson, she's in. She's in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Huge turn of events right there. That ball should have been back outside, 5 yards back. Naz Johnson gets in. A great sweep. Great point of attack blocking by Atlanta. A great block on Fagiano up top. And now Atlanta can tie the football game. Wow.
It seems like every single break has gone Atlanta's way in this first half. How are they within a 2-point conversion of tying this game up? Unbelievable.
The story of Dakota Hughes. She's done this all year long. 20-point underdogs. Going into halftime, it can be tied up.
They state that they're going for 2, but it looks like they're lined up at the 1-yard line. Dakota Hughes tries a little quarterback draw. Stopped there. Yashi Rice right in the middle of it again. And she's still talking.
Y'all can't get extra point. Y'all can't get extra point. Y'all can't score on me. Y'all not gonna get extra point on me.
Coach Hack cannot be happy the way Atlanta took that ball in. But Dane Robinson, he threw the red flag, challenging the call of a touchdown, and did not get penalized because he did not have any timeouts left. That is huge, Chet.
And if Atlanta had made that extra point, I wonder if they'd have given them the full 2 points because they only went from the 1-yard line.
Absolutely right, Chet.
We got to keep an eye on this officiating crew in the second half as well.
Hey, I like their integrity, but I'm not sure about their vision.
1.1 seconds left. 1 play left. Chicago will run that play from their own 15. Fur to pass, shovel pass. The Ferrari's got room in space to the 15. Shoved out of bounds there. And that will bring us to the end of the first half of the 2014 Legends Cup. What was a pretty quiet first quarter, a pretty quiet majority of the second quarter. The last 2 minutes have been crazy.
You know what? We talked about Chicago maybe being overconfident, being 20-point favorites, and it's showing right here. Dayton Robinson and Atlanta gotta love this.
And you know Coach Keith Hack is going to be peeling the paint off the locker room walls for Chicago. The heavily favored Bliss lead the Atlanta Steam by 2 in the 2014 Legends Cup. Halftime is coming up next.
You guys are going to continue doing what you're doing on defense. They're asking us, the league is asking us not to do it. Fuck off! That's exactly what I gotta say. The coach in here should be able to figure this shit out. All right, you guys keep going to their bench because they're so fucking stupid they can't signal plays in.
A concerned Chicago locker room as we return to the Legends Cup here in Los Angeles. I'm Chet Buchanan with the coach, Bobby Hugo, our hard-working LFL Films crew. At halftime, Atlanta's played keep away. They've controlled the time of possession. They were 20-point underdogs. They're only down 2. They've got to be happy.
It is a major victory so far for Atlanta, only being 2 points down. But the big concern is how they're going to stop Crisdale the Ferrari Harris in the second half. She already had 78 yards on an incredible 11.1 yard average. For Atlanta, Dakota Hughes is really cold right now. 2 out of 10, only 17 yards passing. She's got to pick it up, but remember, she's a fourth quarter quarterback.
Atlanta has controlled time of possession. When Chicago has had the ball, they have been dominant. The Ferrari's been running all over the place, but the alarms have got to be going off as they are only up 2 points at halftime. A lot of that has been due to some critical errors like this Heather Furr interception, the big run back. The Chicago defense let Atlanta score. Naj Johnson from a yard out with only 6 seconds left in the first half. Chicago did get on the board. The Ferrari, Crisdale Harris, a 5-yard touchdown run. Our score is 8-6. Here at halftime, let's take a look at the first half stats.
Chicago has doubled the offensive production of Atlanta, with Crisdale Harris accounting for 95% of the offense. For Atlanta, they settle down. They have to give the ball to Naj Johnson, and quarterback Dakota Hughes. Watch out for her in the second half. That's when she gets hot. I got a feeling she's going to do it again tonight.
It's anybody's ball game for the Legends Cup right now. That's it for halftime. Now, 16 minutes separate these two teams from a championship. The 2014 Legends Cup, your second half kickoff, is coming up next. The 2014 Legends Cup ready for second half action. The first half was definitely sloppy, but there was a lot of physicality.
What the fuck, Heather?
Let's go.
Defense wins championships, and we have 2 great defensive teams tonight. 2 great running backs also. Crisdale Harris, the most valuable offensive player, 78 yards. Mia Alfonso, only 11 yards. The rushing game is killing Atlanta.
And Mia Alfonso will kick off to start the second half. Deandra Fry deep for Chicago. The 2014 Legends Cup second half. It is on. Fry at her goal line. The ball goes over her head. She's going to try and bring it out. Luckily for Deandra Fry, she's tackled in her own end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Fry can fly. That's why Coach Hack has her back there, but she obviously can't catch. All thumbs.
Right on cue, Coach Hack shaking his head. Alfie Gore leads the Atlanta Steam defense back on the field. We asked her how she felt about Atlanta being underdogs.
We realize we don't have anybody believing in us, but that's okay, because the only fire we need is the belief that we believe in ourselves. We're going to go out here and we're going to play Atlanta football.
That's been the Steam's attitude all year long. They don't care. They just come out and play football. They are part of that new world order.
And here they find themselves in the Legends Cup LFL Championship game, only down by 2. Heather Furr with a little misdirection, had the pitch person, keeps it herself, out across midfield, a 12-yard gain on first down.
That's why I love Heather first. She's never pretty. She's always stumbling, bumbling, but she still gets 12 yards here. She doesn't throw the ball pretty, but she always makes big plays. But she was last year's MVP, and it looks like she has a good chance to win back-to-back titles.
She just gets the job done. We see it week in and week out. Jenny Mack and the Atlanta defense looking for an answer. First down from the Atlanta 23. Quick inside handoff, Dina Fagiano. Another first down to the 10-yard line before she's brought down. What a great play there, huh, Coach?
Chet, every week she makes a big play. It's almost like she's their secret weapon. Everybody goes right. They always hand it underneath the Fagiano, and it seems like every week it's 12 or 15 yards, 1 or 2 times a game.
Not enough to make it a first and goal. They're going to mark her down at the 11. First and 10 for Chicago there. Option left this time. Pitch to the Ferrari.
Hey, you better think about it. You better think about it when you tackling me. You better think about it.
Crisdale Ferrari. This is Chicago Bliss football right there. Option play down to like great pitch by Farida Ferrari. And then as always, she talks trash. And you know what? If anybody can, she can. The greatest rusher I've ever seen in the LFL. Tonight in the championship game, 11-yard average. That's just incredible. We still got almost half a game to play.
Ball on the ground. It's loose. Still loose. Who's got it? They're giving it to Atlanta. Another huge break for the Atlanta Steam.
All year long, we said the only thing that would stop Chicago from winning back-to-back championships are these kind of mistakes. Here we go. A basic pitch. She can't handle it. It was going to be reverse coming back the other way. Bad handling of the football. Atlanta football.
Holly Oakes made the fumble recovery for the Steam. They'll go into business at their own 9-yard line. Only down 2 points. Who would have believed it?
Dakota Hughes only 2 out of 10 tonight. No touchdowns. She had a terrible rating, but this is her part of the football game. I can't wait to see what she does.
How many times have we said that? She doesn't look good. She's off tonight. And then, just like that, an amazing play happens. Why are they blowing the whistle?
That's a touchdown.
Johnson goes into the end zone. That should be a touchdown.
How is that incomplete? How is that incomplete? Okay.
Let's see the replay on this, Coach.
There's the ball. It's up in the air. It's a touchdown for Atlanta. Oh, it hits the foot. It never hit the field.
It never hit the ground.
Wow, that's huge.
Now's the time to throw that flag, Dane Robinson.
Come on, Dane Robinson. That was a touchdown.
Nope, they're just going to go ahead and run a second down play. Wow, Naz Johnson, a nice gain out across the 15-yard line. Allie Alberts with a big hit. Wow, but this could be an Atlanta lead right now. The officials blew it.
Legends Cup games are decided on momentum changers, game changers. That was a game-changing play. Naz Johnson, she's having a great game. She's great in space, we mentioned that. Only 5'2", you can measure 5'2", but you can't measure her heart.
Mia Alfonso may be leading the team in rushing after the first half anyway, but Naz Johnson is having the biggest impact. On 3rd and 2, handed to Johnson again. She's got room to run across midfield, down to the 22-yard line. First down, Atlanta.
She is fun to watch run. She is quick as a hiccup. Watch this. Watch her turn her corner. Bam, comes back inside. Boom, comes inside. And right now they are dominating Chicago.
Atlanta with a first down. They only had 2 of them in the first half. Looking a lot better on offense here in the third quarter.
Chicago has no emotion right now. This team, which plays by their heart, they are back on their heels.
Dakota Hughes to throw. Wide open receiver. Stormy Monroe to the 10-yard line. A 12-yard gain and another Atlanta first down.
Dakota Hughes, she is in a zone right now. She's really seeing the field. She's got great awareness. They picked up the blitz wide open. This looks like the Atlanta Steam team we saw all year long.
And Dakota Hughes, the closer you get to the end of the game in a tight situation, the better she gets. Great poise for a 19-year-old rookie. It's a first and goal at the Chicago 10. Naz Johnson nowhere to go there. She's brought down immediately. In fact, a loss of 5. Chantel Taylor busted through the offensive line.
Dakota Hughes has to change the cadence. Chantel Taylor anticipated that snap count. It almost looked like she was offsides the way she got in the backfield so quick.
It is a 2nd and goal, but they're back at the 15-yard line now. Dakota Hughes and her Atlanta Steam team only down 2 to the powerhouse Chicago Bliss in the Legends Cup. Hughes with an empty backfield, she'll throw. Lot of time, look into the end zone. Coco Montgomery, it's just too far.
Great protection up front by Atlanta. Great coverage by Heather Furr. Right now, Keith Hack, we asked him what he thought about Atlanta, if anything impressed him about that team.
No, nothing. I got nothing for you.
That is classic Keith Hack, isn't it?
Nothing impresses him about Atlanta. I love it, but that's Keith Hack. Nothing scares him. He thinks he can beat anybody.
You better be scared about Naz Johnson, who almost broke that ball to the end zone. As it is, they stop her at the 10-yard line. Another crucial 4th down for Dakota Hughes and the Atlanta Steam. 4th and goal from the 10.
Heather Furr knows how big this play is.
What's the lineman? Get the quarterback. Hey, man up, man up, man up. Here, Allie.
You said it before, Bobby. Great leader on both offense and defense. Dakota Hughes needs to get the play in, and they need to get the play off. Critical 4th and 10. You don't want to be messing around, and they're forced again to call timeout. Anybody's ball game in the Legends Cup. A critical 4th down coming up. 2014 Legends Cup in beautiful downtown Los Angeles. Chet Buchanan, Bobby Huco, our entire LFL Films crew with a 4th and goal from the 10-yard line. Heather Furr and the Chicago defense just need to keep Atlanta out of the end zone. Dakota Hughes, she'll throw on 4th down. She'll pull it down and run to the 5. She won't get there, and Chicago's defense holds.
Super effort by Dakota Hughes trying to get in there. There was nothing open in the secondary. She tucked it. She got hit by Heather Furr. Great tackle by Heather Furr.
Atlanta has had numerous opportunities, can't cash in. The nearly dominant Chicago offense just can't score points. Let's see what Heather Furr has planned here.
Are you guys ready to play Chicago fucking football? Strong right, 21 dive. I want, ready?
Can't wait to see what Chicago football is, but we know it. Just grind it down the field with Chrisdell Harris.
They really haven't played Chicago football yet. This looks more like it. The Ferrari is loose down the sideline. She is gone! Touchdown Chicago Bliss! But there is a flag on the play.
I saw it, looked late. Great run, number 1 by Chrisdell Harris. She always seems to have an extra gear, but Allie Albert, she comes in late and makes a clip, bam, right there. Actually didn't have any effect on Chrisdell Harris, and it's gonna bring it back. You're right, Chet.
Let's make it official with referee Jeff Davis.
Blocking the back, number 11 on the offense. 5-yard penalty, results in 1st down.
Coach Hack does not agree.
She was already past that girl. Are you there's nobody in this fucking league that's gonna catch her.
It doesn't matter, though. I mean, she obviously would have scored, but Allie Alberts did clip her. So they have to throw the flag. Good call by the refs.
I love that Coach Hack's like, back to business now. 1st and 15 at the Atlanta 23. To the Ferrari again. Big yardage again. Gone again! Chrisdell Ferrari Harris, touchdown Chicago!
She is doing this against a great Atlanta defense. She always seems to have that extra gear. Great run by the Ferrari all over Atlanta right now. A big turn of events. We went from that key play where Atlanta would have had a touchdown. Now Chicago has a touchdown. Basic handoff. You can't get more basic than that. She cuts it outside. Nobody touches her. That extra gear I was talking about.
Chrisdell Ferrari Harris, the Offensive Player of the Year in the LFL, gives the Chicago Bliss a 14-6 lead. Extra point coming.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. We will play the PAT down here, and then we will switch ends starting the 4th quarter.
And Chicago will go for 2 points here against Jenny Mack and the Atlanta defense. Jenny Mack with the war paint for the Legends Cup.
I thought that was Alice Cooper for a second.
The two-point conversion will come from the 3-yard line. Chicago well known for their quarterback sneak. They're going for 2, but the ball's on the 1-yard line. Another inexplicable call from the referees. The 1-yard quarterback sneak is good, but they'll give them 2 points for it. Regardless, we'll let them work it out while we take a break. The Chicago Bliss have extended their lead to 10 points as we've got 1 quarter to go in the 2014 Legends Cup. The 2014 Legends Cup in Los Angeles. Chet Buchanan, the coach Bobby Huco, and our LFL Films crew. This game is not over yet. Just ask Atlanta coach Dane Robinson.
It's just a guy play. We're not going to complain about holding. We're not going to complain about this, down, and third. We're simply just not getting the job done up front. Guys, I'm telling you, all the running is dive and sweep and everything like that. You've got to help her, and her out. It's now or never. It's now or never. Do you understand that? You have 8 more minutes. Finish the game. You guys have to make up your mind whether you're going to go pissed off up front. You got to, because we're running to blocks. We're running to blocks. We're running to get blocks. We have no penetration, and they're just running right down your motherfucking throats. Make a decision that it happens no more. You have 8 minutes to finish the job, all right?
That's why he was named LFL Coach of the Year last night. He is a fiery coach. He gets his team to play for him. Let's see if he can get that offensive line to block like he wants them to right now, Chet.
Get a score right here, and it gets real interesting all over again. 8 minutes left to play. 1st and 10 Atlanta, down 10, and they're on their own 15. Dakota Hughes, the end around to D. Salter. Cuts it up just across the 15-yard line. Sniffed out well by that Chicago defense.
Nneka Nwani coming up hard. She didn't fall for that reverse action they had going right there. They got to go back to the arm of their star, Dakota Hughes. She got him here. She's got to pull him through here in the second half.
Give Salter a 3-yard gain on 1st down at 2nd and 7. 7.5 to go in the Legends Cup. Atlanta down by 10. Broken play. Hughes is going to have to try and run and make something out of it, and she will not. Brought down with at least a 5-yard gain. Chantel Taylor got in there and made the hit.
She missed the handoff and tried to make something happen. You can't blame her for that. Chantel Taylor, she's got great aggression and explosion. In fact, she is unparalleled when it comes to defensive ends in the LFL.
Tough right here on 3rd and 12. Chicago knows that they're up 10. They know that Atlanta's going to have to try and throw. Tough play here for the 19-year-old rookie, but she's played well under pressure tonight.
Absolutely, Chet.
Hughes will throw from the empty backfield. Down the right side, caught! Pass is caught! Jody Nettles, a 28-yard reception. 1st and goal, Atlanta.
Great play by Jody Nettles going to the high point of the football over Kim Perez.
Let's go on the ball! Hey! They can't score from inside the fucking 10. Forget about that. Let's go. They can't score from inside the 10. Let's go.
Heather Furr trying to get her team fired up. She knows Dakota Hughes can go deep, but once she's in the red zone, it's tough for her to pass.
The point is made. Atlanta hasn't looked really good in the red zone. They have scored from there. Chicago jump, free play Atlanta, and Dakota Hughes will just throw it away there. Maybe not the best decision by the rookie.
No, it was a free play. She could have thrown it up in the end zone and given her receiver a chance.
Let's listen again to Heather Furr.
That's your sack. That's your sack. I'll bring you with me. I will pull you by your fucking knot ponytail.
Chet, how can't that be a call? They didn't throw a flag.
Coach Robinson would like to ask the same question.
Hey, you were calling any other football game. You were calling any other football game. Come on.
Dane Robinson is right. That's the second time tonight the refs have made bad calls against them. That was totally an offside by Chicago.
Atlanta has gotten a lot of breaks tonight, though. Dee Salter gets pulled down in the backfield by the Chicago defense. Chantel Taylor got in there quick. Deandra Fry got in there quick. Salter loses 5 yards.
A great, actually an awesome shoulder dip by Chantel Taylor. She made first contact, but then Fry comes from the offside corner to seal the deal for a big loss. Big play by that Chicago defense.
Yashi Rice got a piece of that too. She likes being in the middle of the action. They're going to call it officially a loss of 6. Now 3rd and goal from the Chicago 15. Atlanta needs points, down 10 with 4:45 to go in the Legends Cup. Dakota Hughes has her pass go off the hands of Coco Montgomery, and now it's 4th down.
That's twice tonight. She has big drops. Coco Montgomery, that ball was right in her chest. Should have caught the football. Would have been a big first down for Atlanta.
Didi, you stay in the fucking middle. Stay in the fucking middle, even in trips.
Deandra Fry is Didi. She wants her to stay in the middle. Dirty, as we learned earlier, is Dominique Collins. A huge 4th and goal. The Atlanta Steam need a score here. Down 10 as we approach 4 minutes to go in the Legends Cup. The game is on Dakota Hughes' arm to the end zone. Coco Montgomery makes the catch. Touchdown Atlanta!
She made up for that previous play's drop. One-on-one coverage. A great read there by Dakota Hughes. Twins right. She comes back to the left side. One-on-one. Coco Montgomery, probably the best athlete on the Atlanta team, does like a basketball pick, screens out the defender and comes down with the ball.
Dakota Hughes is clutch. We've seen it all season long. In her first game in the LFL, a 40-yard touchdown strike with a broken wrist to win the ball game. She comes back again late in the Eastern Conference Championship. Her team will go for 2 now. Hughes with the full house backfield, throws to the end zone, knocked away. What a great play by Allie Alberts.
Great play by Alberts, but a bad read by Dakota Hughes. She went to the right side where double coverage was over there. She had Holly Oakes wide open in the right side of the end zone. Should have been an extra point converted there for Atlanta.
Mia Alfonso and Ashley Pope were up against Allie on one side, but like you said, Holly Oakes in the middle of the end zone, jumping up and down, waving both hands, screaming for the football.
Coach Keith Hack is not happy right now, Chet. He can't believe Atlanta's back in the ball game.
Hey! Onside kicking, onside kicking.
I don't think anybody's surprised that Dane Robinson's going to onside kick here, Coach.
No, you have to. You're down 4 points, only 2:57 left in the game. This is a huge kick here for Atlanta.
3 minutes can go quick in the LFL. And like you said, down 4, you got to have the ball back. Here comes the onside kick. Good bounce. Chicago's right there. All they have to do is fall on it in midfield.
It's interesting, they did not use their main kicker, Jenny Mack, right there. They used Mia Alfonso, who does a different type onside kick. She does the bounce, big bounce, and then Jenny Mack does the quick roll over where the team gets down there before the ball and blows the opposition out. Interesting call there, did not work for Atlanta.
It's amazing that you can have that kind of strategy on the onside kick.
Absolutely. It's like having 2 different kinds of punters. One punter can get it inside the 10 better than the other punter.
If you can make a switch like that, now's the time during the Legends Cup. Chicago starts at midfield, hoping to grind some clock with the Ferrari. Crisdale Harris to the 20, a 5-yard gain on first down.
Crisdale Harris's back has to be hurt right now, Chet. She is carrying Chicago all night. She's on her way to having a career game. I don't know what the yardage is right now, but she has been playing incredibly good.
Chicago has the ability to let the clock tick all the way down to the 2-minute warning here. Just in case they run a play, Coach Dane Robinson wants to talk to his Atlanta defense.
On man, power shift, just go. Go downhill. Sell out now, all right, because we're playing back, all right? They go power shift, go downhill, all right? We got to sell out now. Guys, there's nothing else. There's 2 minutes on the clock. We got to sell out.
2-minute warning.
There's no question about it. Coach Robinson and the Atlanta Steam, they need to do whatever it takes. They're down 4 with 2 minutes left to go in the Legends Cup. 2 minutes to play in the 2014 Legends Cup from Los Angeles. Can the Atlanta Steam pull off another miracle last-minute comeback? Or will the Chicago Bliss win their second Legends Cup trophy in a row? During the break, we listened in on Atlanta Steam coach Dane Robinson.
Opportunities. Hey, all we're gonna do is try to run out the clock. So you gotta sell out now. All right, once again, run the play, but run it full force. You just gotta go. All they're gonna do is run the football. They're not afraid to score on you in the last 2 minutes, all right? You've gotta finish. Finish the game. Hang your head high and finish the game, because it only takes one turnover. It only takes one turnover. People told us we were down and out before, all right? You gotta sell out.
That says it all right there. Dane Robinson, again, that's why he was the coach of the year. All year long, people said they couldn't win the big game. They're only down 4, like he said, 1 turnover, and they're back in this game.
2nd and 5 for Chicago. The ball and the lead at the Atlanta 20. They don't need to score. Of course, I think they'd probably like to put some icing on the cake, but a first down would do the job here. Inside handoff, Nekanawani. She's free down the sideline, but there's a flag on the play. Looks like this one may come back, Coach.
Great run by Nekanawani. Great call by Coach Hack, but this one is definitely coming back.
Holding on the offense. Number 2, 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. 2nd down.
The whole defense was going left with Chrisdell Harris. They had Nekanawani coming around on the other side. And then Jessica Price, you'll see downfield with the hold, obvious hold, that freed Nekanawani for the touchdown. So it's a good call by the officials.
Do you hate that so much if you're Chicago? Because at least some time ran off the clock. 2nd and 2 now at the 20. Good yardage again to the end zone. Chrisdell Harris, the Ferrari.
Hey, I got the first down, bitch. And I'm about to get the touchdown.
They cannot bring her down tonight. Watch this. They should have got her right there. Took a hands tackle. She is having a career night. We mentioned that. She might have record numbers tonight, Chet.
Chrisdell Harris is doing it all, even my job. She did get the first down. She probably will get the touchdown here. 1st and goal, Chicago at the 3. Ferrari on the pitch. Stiff arm, goal line, touchdown, Chicago.
Chet, you got to go home with the one that brought you to the dance. Chrisdell Harris, another score. She's been doing it all night, all season. Chicago Bliss, that might have locked it up.
Mia Alfonso did the best she could, but you're not stopping the Ferrari from 3 yards out.
Hey, come here. Let's see. Push me in on instant. Ready?
So that's how they've been running this extra point play all year long.
Push me in. It's a quarterback sneak, but they call it push me in, and I love it. Nobody stopped them, and obviously Atlanta's not stopping them here.
Make it 24-12 and make the Chicago Bliss back-to-back Legends Cup champions. I don't think there's much that Atlanta can do now with 1.5 minutes left.
I don't know, Chet. You have Dakota Hughes, who pulled out games all year long. It's only a 2-score game. We'll see what happens, but you're right. Right now, it looks like Chicago.
At the end of the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 18, that'll be assessed from the 15-yard line. 10 yards.
I agree with the crowd. I got to boo that one. The ref screwed that one up. It should not have been assessed. I didn't see anything out there. But you know what? It's their game.
Yeah, in this league, we allow post-touchdown celebrations, so I'm not sure what could have been so egregious. Heather Furr doesn't know either.
It was on our team? Who was that? We don't have an 18. What's happening? Okay, get ready.
Heather Furr is like Alice in Wonderland. She wonders if they have an 18, which they do. Holly Gistra.
Dakota Hughes with a complete pass down to the 10-yard line. First down. Maybe it's not over for Atlanta yet.
Don't count Dakota out. Throws a bullet right here to Nas Johnson in the seam right in front of the safety. It's not over yet, Chet.
They're giving her 17 yards and down to the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, Atlanta. Hughes flushed out and sacked. And that'll keep the clock running. 109, 108. And what a waste of time. Dakota Hughes has to run over and get the play call from the sideline still?
That's all on the coach. He was the coach of the year, but you have to be able to signal plays in from the sideline.
2nd and goal now for Atlanta. Down 12, under a minute to play. From the 12-yard line. Dakota Hughes to throw. There's a flag down. The pass is caught in the end zone. What is the call going to be here? Atlanta needs 2 scores. They may have just gotten 1.
Offsides on the defense. The result of the play is a touchdown. That penalty is declined.
The same play that scored before, one-on-one coverage against Jody Nettles. Great read by Dakota Hughes, throws it up, one-on-one coverage. Nettles just goes up and grabs the football. This game is not over yet at all.
Kim Perez burned in the end zone. Atlanta is within 6. Can you believe it?
Hughes having great stats right now, 103 yards, a rating of 90. This is her time of the game.
Flushed out, she's gonna run this time. Maybe should have gone inside when she went outside, and that conversion is no good, but really doesn't matter at this point because Atlanta needs another touchdown.
They're only 1 score down right now. This is the way Atlanta plays football. A lot of people in Chicago thought it'd be a walk in the park, a 20-point favorite. Coach Hack thought this game was over, but now they're only 1 touchdown down, a lot of time left.
I said the first time the onside kick, there was no urgency. I want the football. Go get it. I want the football. Onside kick. I want it. Listen, the girls in the front, you don't go for the ball, you get them out of the way. I know, Heather.
Coach Hack, he told his front line, take out somebody from Atlanta, somebody in the second row to get the ball.
This onside kick means everything for this 2014 Legends Cup. Whoever gets the ball may very well be champions. It's off the wall and it's loose. Heather Furr falls on it, and Chicago has the football with 47 seconds left to play.
Atlanta had a shot. Great kick by Mia Alfonso, went off the wall. 2 Chicago players mistaken, went after 1 Atlanta player and left the ball wide open. They just couldn't get it.
Chicago should be able to kneel down and take home their 2nd Legends Cup trophy in a row.
A watershed moment for Heather Furr and Coach Hack. Coach Hack, if he wins this game, might go down in history as the greatest coach in LFL history.
They'll hand off to Harris. She'll break through down to the 15-yard line, mark it at the 13.
Yeah, it's like 3 of y'all.
And there's your Legends Cup MVP running back, Krista LaFerrari-Harris, 167 yards, one of the greatest games ever for a running back in the LFL.
Heather Furr just told her team that she's going to take a knee. Atlanta will stop the clock that wasn't even running with 28.5 seconds left. That seems odd, doesn't it, Coach?
It does seem very odd, but Coach Dane Robinson wants to talk to his team to try to sell out and make something happen right now.
Sell out. Are we tired? Have you guys given up?
No.
Then finish. Finish. Don't give them anything. Finish. Sell out. I still want the football. I still want the football. Crazier shit has happened. I want the football. Sell out. Fire. Ellie, shut the fuck up. Get out. Get out of the fucking game. Hey. Hey. Kim, go play wide receiver. Go play wide receiver. I don't know. Just shut the fuck up.
Doesn't feel like a championship feeling right there, Chet.
I've never seen that before. With a team that's 28.5 seconds away from winning back-to-back championships, and they're screaming at each other on the sidelines.
All night long, Allie Alberts has not been real thrilled with the play selection by Coach Hack, and Coach Hack just pulled her for the game with 28 seconds left.
Heather Furr takes a knee, and that will do it. Heather Furr having fun with the crowd. What a great season for the Cinderella Atlanta team. They don't win the trophy, but they're champions. They played hard all year long.
Chet, I couldn't say it better. Unbelievable season for Dane Robinson, the Cody Hughes, and the whole crew.
As the clock ticks down to 0, the confetti cannons fire in the air. The Chicago Bliss are back-to-back LFL USA Legends Cup champions.
The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. Hollyoaks right there in tears after a season, and over here you got Chicago doing snow angels in the confetti.
And with that, Coach, could the Chicago Bliss possibly be the next LFL dynasty?
They are on the right track, 2 in a row. I would not say dynasty until you win the 3rd like Los Angeles did.
The Ferrari Crisdell Harris, the rock star Heather Furr. Let's go down to the field for the trophy presentation and Commissioner Mitch Bortaza.
Before, this time last year, nobody thought that you guys would finally get that championship. You got it. Now it's back to back. What are you going to do with that trophy when you get it back to Rush Street in Chicago?
I'm going to let these girls enjoy it. They think I hogged the last one. It's been sitting on my floor in my living room since we got it last year. But the girls can have this one. And we plan on being back here again next year.
Are you promising a dynasty in Chicago? Is that what we're talking about?
No, I'm not promising it. I'm guaranteeing it.
I'm not promising it. I'm guaranteeing it. Coach Hack just guaranteeing what we were talking about, a dynasty in Chicago.
Chet, I love it. I think he might be right on. If he keeps Heather Furr, Crisdell the Ferrari Harris, and those 2 defensive ends, they'll be the top team ever.
Partner, it's been a great year. A pleasure, my friend. LFL Football Night. Our producer is Connor Schofield. The director is Brian Castaldo. The commissioner is Mitch Bortaza. For my partner, the coach, Bobby Hugo. I'm Chet Buchanan. Make sure to keep checking at LFL360.com for LFL Australia. And we'll see you back here next season in the States on LFL Football Night.